Well, I'm sorry for the technical glitch, but here we are again. As we go again, we apologize for the glitch, that technical glitch earlier on. Clancy, if you're on, we are ready to rumble. You can send your requests. As we got things sorted out, ready to rumble on a Sunday and a Friday morning. Some call it Good Friday. Some call it Good Friday. For some, it's not good. How much do you know about this day? Why this day has been celebrated right around the world? What's your take on it? Are you ready to impart your knowledge of this day to the coming generations whose platform we are on? Right? Some people would want to shy away from discussion like this because they said they are not religious. But aren't religions are one of our biggest problems? I would like to ask the question. And if we shy away from discussion like this, that will edify the coming generations, that they don't believe all those false story, those mythology that has been bandied out there and causing so much disturbance throughout the world. Why not tell what you know? Tell the truth of what you know about this day, right? What is your concept of this day, right? Let us speak it out here for the next couple of hours. This is Taichikos Laugh and Learn. What I want you to do is to just share this live. Tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your auntie, tell your niece, tell your friend, tell all your followers that Taichikos the Revelator is on his live right now. And we are people who always search for the truth from the roots. So if you have some form of a truth to show that this is a pagan's celebration, don't shy away from this program, this live, this platform. Yeah, you just come on, bring it out, right? Bring it out right here. It's available for you all age group, all sexes. Yeah, yes, each and everyone, transgender or no transgender. Come on, and let us hear and try to know why today has been celebrated. The Christian says that the Christ was crucified on this day. Many in other parts of the world just rubbish this story completely. Right? Right? Many thought it is a pagan's holiday. Yeah, it's a pagan's tragedy. Now come with what you know and let us discuss this. And this, the 7th day of April 2023. I love to bring the facts. I love to hear the facts. I love to discuss the facts. So, oh no, I'm not really speaking of those who believe, who don't really know Right? I'm speaking of those who know of the fact, who have some form of facts, can bring, right, to the younger generation. So if we were misguided, so they are now have an opportunity to hear the facts. We here in this space, Jamaica, we here in this space, we were faced with a situation long before a lot of you were born, 1963, with the Coral Garden incidents with the Rastafarians who were tortured and humiliated and victimized on this Good Friday, as they would call it. I think it is the first Friday in April, as they would have called it, and that lingers in a vast amount of people memories, right? And I gather people still asking why on this day was it strategically planned. Was it a strategy that were planned for it to be done on this day, right? And this day, with the Coral Garden incident, right? At that time, I was 5 years old, right? And we didn't prevalent to a radio that much, but I can remember well that a radio that was given to my mother from my sister. She's now deceased, my bigger sister, right? And I can remember everyone were listening, not fully understanding what was happening, but as time goes by, I got to understand what was happening on that day. When as radio and journalism got more popular, I got to learn what was happening on that day. I didn't even know where Coral Gardens was, but with the use now of technology and the medias, I got to understand what was going on there. Yes, I got to understand fully what was going on there. So this morning, if you have the facts of what is going on there, how this derived, what today it meant, how much it has disturbed the people's mind, Now, I want you to share with my audience this morning, right? What you know about today, how you view today. Is it a pagan settings? Is this real? Come and share with us. Bring your facts as you come along, so we can see it and said, all right, as of this day, no more celebration of this. We want to bring it to an end. So come on, as you listen, to one of my composition.
Composition, transcription, dictation, comprehension, false education, mislead the nation. Your Tai Chi company set it, they never comprehend what the king have said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk or the tongue that him fed. But the education you take in at your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Careful of the teaching of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with them devils philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want the devil's philosophy. Out of many they say we are one, but teaching like that, this is the nation. It's out of one, many nations wrong. That's how I should know if the teaching is wrong. But they know them not gonna reach, cause the lesson them a preach, say they full of defeat. Take a look in at the book, and me know you will see it from the time and created. Me know them a cheat. Give it to me Bible, the Maccabee. Me want for me Bible, the Maccabee. Give me for me Bible, the Maccabee. Let me turn them the page. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with the devils.
Give us back the teachings of His Majesty. We want to know
Composition, transcription,
the truth this morning. Come with your truth, come with your facts.
Nation, not Tai Chi come to set it. They never comprehend what the king have said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk or the tongues that him fed. But the education you take in your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Careful of the teaching of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with them devils philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want the devil's philosophy. Out of many they say
We're talking this morning about the truth of the crucifixion. What do you know about this day? What's your take? What's your concept? Is it a pagan's celebration? What is it you're celebrating? We in Jamaica, we know 1963 of the discriminations and Rasta. Was it really planned for this day to commemorate something, right? In Babylon. Come, let us reason about it. Come with your facts that you know. I don't want the believers, right? I want the fact that you know that what they are celebrating today is a pagan. Now, this is high level discussion. This is discussion that we expect all the intellects and all those who love the truth, all those people who preaches purity and sanity, right, to come forward and have discussion like this. We invited you to come and be comfortable to speak what you know, right? These are problems that really affects the world. The younger generation, the younger generation that is coming on. And I must quickly say to this, Marvin, that we don't want to waste on it. We don't want to waste on the program this morning. So if you are a waste, I think there are many dumps around. Find your place there. Okay? Right? And that is as much I will say to you. Don't waste your time here. Right? Right? We are now looking forward to educate the younger generation on the facts, right? The facts of religion, the problem that religion would have causes over the decades. Can it be fixed, with the truth? Because we would have understand that there's a lot of misconception going around today, and we would want to see some steps taking, that some of these younger generation could have understand life some more, because I knew that it is some of the misconception that goes around that cause this viciousness in these youth's mind today. I knew of a fact. They do not know themselves. That's why they will see the truth, and they will see the truth. I pay him no mind. I think I have done justice to his thinking, and I'm quite sure wherever he is now, he's rethinking his approach, because it is the same point I am making, that these youths will hear truth speaking and believe is lie because of the misconception that out there. They will see their friends and call their friends their enemies. They will go out there and they would kill their one another, right? Because they do not know from whence they came, right? But they first want to be in the front line, right? Speaking things that they do not know, right? Right? So a lot of that is going on today, and that is a part, that is a huge problem we are having here, right? Misconception, right? Some people will hear the thing but cannot comprehend it, and when it comes to them, when an opportunity is given to them or them to learn, they chat what they do not know.
Composition, transcription, dictation, comprehension, false education, mislead the nation. But Tai Chi Compass set it, they never comprehend what the king have said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk for the thousand that been fed. But the education you take in your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Careful of the teaching of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with them devils philosophy.
That's my composition, my voice, my song, right? Studio Mix Production.
Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want the devil's philosophy. Out of many they said we are one, but teaching like that deceive the nation. It's out of one, many nations wrong. That's how Tai Chi know the teaching is wrong. Deceiving the world with the false religion and the backward brand of education. Sending the world in a confusion, causing this worldwide destruction. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's philosophy. Cause them a teach, them a preach, but they know them not gonna reach. Cause the lesson Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Pharisees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with the devil's philosophy. Out of many they say we are one. Teaching like that, deceive the nation. It's out of one, many nations from. That's outside you know if the teaching is wrong. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Me no want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Let me end this word controversy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty.
And this time, only the truth will get to the youths. Only the truth we want to get to the youths, so the youths can save their lives. We have seen where youth are taking up contract killing. And what they do not realize, the one who gave them the contract don't love them. The one who gave them the contract and gave them money to take someone's life, to end their career, doesn't love them. Doesn't love them. Right? The one who has done that. So I want these youth which are not thinking before they act, but they are acting and then they think. I want them to look before they leap. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who are going to, in the bigger problem. They're going to be tormented and frustrated for life, right? As a youth, right? So, I want you to look carefully, right? Carefully before you accept the contract. I saw the security, the securities, they were demonstrating yesterday because when they have read through the contract, they said, I will never sign that contract because there are fine prints in it which we are not fully understanding. So they refuse from signing the contract because you can sign out your freedom if you don't think, right? As Marvin this morning, don't think before he speaks, right? Right? Those are the type of things we don't want from people. Before you make a sentence, think it through. Think it through before you make statement, right? Make your intelligence be your high point. Make your intelligence, your intellect be your high point. Money, vanity is not your high point. At the end of the day, is your intellect is your high point. Looks and blings is not your high point. Right? Those are nothing. Right? Those are nothing. Right? Your high point is your intelligence. What you garnered out of the universe. How to step in the universe. How to step on your enemies. Who is your enemies? Who is your friend, how to treat them. That's your high point. Your high point is not garnering the millions of dollars. Your high point is to know how to spend it, know how to garner it, right? That you can really and truly it can really be of some benefit to you. A lot of you out there are rich, and have more money more than senses, right? Because you forsake intelligence, right? You forsake intelligence. That is one thing you cannot forsake. If you do not know how to connect with the universe, you will go out there and turn fool, as I've seen my good friend Marvin is doing on this program here this morning. My job is to eradicate ignorance from out of him and replace ignorance with intelligence. Right? So stay on, Marvin. Right? Stay on. And I'm quite sure you will be a better person tomorrow. Right? I'm quite sure if you stay on this program, you will start to appreciate the light more than the darkness. And you will be able to differentiate them, the light from the darkness, because a lot of you are calling the darkness light. And that is the whole problem facing this generation today. Comprehension level are poor. And with that, we drop back.
Composition, transcription, dictation, comprehension, false education, misleading nation. But Tai Chi Compass set it, they never comprehend what the king have said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk for the tongues and that is said. But the education you take in your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Careful of the teaching of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with them devil philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty.
Exactly.
The devil philosophy. Out of many men say we are one, but teaching like that, this is the nation. It's out of one, many nations from. That's how Tai Chi know if the teaching is wrong. Deceiving the world with the false religion and the backward brand of education. Sending the world in a confusion, causing this worldwide destruction. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty.
How interesting this Marvin is this morning. He is bringing in his identity to the world. He is bringing, good morning, Dorothy. He is bringing his identity to the world this morning, that he is filled with envy, bad mind, grudgefulness, but yet he studies the philosophy of Marcus Garvey. That is it when you're done. That is it when you have a form of godliness but lacks the power. That is it. That is it. You are bringing your identity identity to the world who is looking. 5 of us on the live, and we can identify you by what you're texting here. Yes, we can identify you. The fact that you knew me long time, that mean me not have no sense because you knew me. Look at the stupidness that you're texting now. Right? So I'm teaching you something, Marvin. Think before you speak. Think. Because there are intellects out there are picking you up as you do it. So when you come in the public space like this, think it over, man. Think it over. Is not everyone is as stupid as your associates who will support you in your stupidity. No, not everyone, my friend. So come on, man. Don't come spoil the show this morning.
Composition, transcription, dictation, comprehension, false education, mislead the nation. But Tai Chi Company set it, they never comprehend what the king has said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk for the thousand that he fed. But the education you take in your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Careful of the teaching of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with them devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want the devil's philosophy. Out of many they said we are one, but teaching like that deceive the nation. It's out of one, many nations from. That's how Tai Chi know if the teaching is wrong. Deceiving the world with the false religion and the backward brand of education. Sending the world in a confusion, causing this worldwide destruction. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's philosophy. God them a teach, them a preach, but they know them not gonna reach. God them lesson them a preach, say they full of defeat. Take a look in at the book, and they know you will see it from the time and created. They know them a cheat. Give me for me Bible, the Maccabee. We want for me Bible, the Maccabee. Give me for me Bible, the Maccabee. Let me turn them the pages for you to see. See the edges and the Tobit and the Judith and the wisdom of the songs of Solomon. Let me Esther and the Susan and the Sirach and the songs of the three young men. Never comprehend what the king said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk about the thousand that he fed. But the education that you're taking on your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Pharisees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty.
Someone says, Malachi is saying that he's hung up on knowledge. That is the ID that I'm speaking of, that he brings to everyone, right? That is his ID that he had brought to everyone. That his lack of knowledge, right? You started it from the first word you text. Go trim your hair. Right? You came on with a vengeance, with a bad mind, with a bad energy, with bad words. That's how you bringing out, just that's how you started, you know. Is no one paint that picture on you, is you paint it on yourself. Right? Is you paint it on yourself. Right? Is you paint that picture on yourself. So have no one to blame. Right? It's not any of us that paint that picture on you. Then you further make it look stupid. I know you long time. And because you know me long time, I couldn't be speaking the way I am speaking. Yeah? And then you goes on to say, you are a student of Marcus Garvey. I am no Marcus Garvey. You haven't text a line of sensitivity. It is you, I'm a dunce. Those are what you're texting and bringing to the people. And the people are seeing them. The public is seeing them. Now, I passed through your world. When I born, I did not know. But I grew to know. I'm 65 years of age. And I grow to know. And I know as much that I'm speaking to a waste at this point this morning. And you are a waste of time. I know that much. I need not knowing anything more. But I would like to eradicate ignorance.
Misleading nation, but Tai Chi set it. They never comprehend what the king have said. So they talk about the fish and the bread. He never did a talk about the tongues and that intellect. But the education you take in your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Careful of the teaching of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with them devils philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want the devil's philosophy. Out of many that said we are one, but teaching like that deceive the nation. It's out of one, many nations from. That's how I should know if the teaching is wrong. Deceiving the world with the false religion and the backward brand of education. Setting the world in a confusion, causing this worldwide destruction. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees.
Thank you.
Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees.
Thank you for thanking me, Marvin. And I will always be here, not to bring vengeance against you, but always try to direct you. I will always try to direct you into the pathway you are to take. You could have 10 million, billions and trillions of dollars and you not have no sense. You just not have nothing, Marvin. And just say go.
Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with them devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with them devil's philosophy. Cause them a teach, them a preach, but they know them not gonna reach. Cause the lesson them a preach, say it's full of deceit. Take a look in at the book, and me know you will see it. From the time I created, me know them a cheat. Give it to me Bible, the Maccabee. Me want for me Bible, the Maccabee. Give it to me Bible, the Maccabee. Let me turn them the pages for you to see. See the Eddas and the Tobit and the Judith and the wisdom of the songs of Solomon. Let me Esther and the Susan and the Sirach and the songs of the three young men. Never comprehend what the king said. So they thought it was the fish and the bread. He never did a talk about the thousand that he fed. But the education that you're taking on your head. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Sadducees. Be careful of the yeast of the Pharisees. Be careful of the teachings of the Pharisees. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's philosophy. Give me back the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want with the devil's.
I did not identify you, Marvin, to be wrong. It's you identify yourself. You get tricked. No, you wouldn't trick me. You wouldn't trick yourself. I know me wouldn't even get tricked. It's yourself. it is you who present a false identity to me. I'm Tychicus, your revelator. All I need to do is to revelate what I see in front of me, is to speak out on what I see in front of me. And I reveal it to the people who is texting to me. So no me get trick of you. You have been scarred from now on. Right? You have been scarred. And no me do it, and you do it. Are you scar yourself? Are you sentence yourself? Are you expose yourself? Not Tychicus. And I honestly want you to do, as a black man, I honestly don't want you to do that to yourself. I could have gone on and ignore you. Right? But I don't want to see you continue doing the wrong thing and believe you're doing the right thing. I'm not speaking to the name, I'm speaking to the fingers that are pressing those keys on texting. So whether name was right or name was wrong, it means nothing to me. That's why it pays to get some knowledge. Because the name couldn't be texting those garbage. It must be a man behind the name. I wonder if you get me. And emancipate yourself, man, from mental slavery. Right? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. We know we are in the matrix world. And we know that computer will be taking over a lot of positions. But it's not a computer texting me. It's not a computer responding to me. It's a mortal man that lacks knowledge. Yes. It's a mortal person that lacks knowledge. So, I think you are bitten off more than you can chew. Yeah. You are bitten off more than you can chew, Marvin. Or who is texting?
The worldwide people in the world is the simple world is to live.
Listen, Marvin.
The more fools and the more danger it possesses. Touch it, tell about it. Religion is like opium, so me use wisdom. I pray to Jah and the
Marvin, listen to the intro.
worldwide people in the world is the simple world is to live. The more fools and the more danger it possesses. Touch it, tell about it. Religion is like opium, so me use wisdom. I pray to Jah and the wisdom come, now I'm having fun. And now that the wisdom finally come, I ain't gonna tear for me brothers down using guns and bombs. Using guns and bombs. Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. Make we do the things right in a Jah side. Let us all unite now. Fight the Gideon fight. Let us do it right in a Jah side. All over the world in a group they met. They want to catch I in their net. With Jah by my side I will not fret till I see nothing yet. Like the side of me see them, I set them where they want to see I and I man.
Just in case for some reason you didn't know, that's Tychicus expressing himself. And whenever time I pick up a pen to express myself, I express myself in an intelligent and intellectual way that each and every one can understand what I'm saying. And I want you to know that when I leave school, I could have never read and write. But the universe taught me, my intelligence. Marvin, get in tune with the universe and you will get in tune with yourself. This morning,
The more wise people in the world is the safer the world is to live. The more fools and the more danger it possesses. Tai Chi, tell about it. Religion is like opium, so me use wisdom. I pray to Jah and the wisdom come, now I'm having fun. And now that the wisdom finally come, I ain't gonna tear for me brothers down using guns and bombs. Using guns and bombs. Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. Make we do the things right in a Jah side. Let us all unite now. Fight the Gideon fight. Let us do it right in a Jah side. All over the world in a group they met. They want to capture Indian neck. With Jah by my side I will not fret till I see nothing yet. Like the side of me see them, I set them where they want to see. I and I man dead. So them great see them burdens found in me head. In a Babylon it dread. Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. We gonna do the things right in a Jah side. Let us all unite now. We're a real Kushite. We gonna do the things right in a Jah side. Because you locked down Timbuktu, why so many youths the wrench and screw. Bleach them skin and I put on the two. Them I know them a who. If you black you see your back and if you white is alright. If you brown stick around like a circus clown. Listen to me lyrics when I listen to me sound. Listen to the vibe that you're throwing down. You teach them about Henry, Mark and Chris. And those were the fishing of the pirate dish. Mr. Young, Mr. Wong and the one Mr. Lee. Glutton of Gavian His Majesty. You cut down the trees and you damage the breed. You damage the breed when you kill out the seed. You never take heed and you thump on the weed. Now the weed gonna lead. Good gifts comes from the Almighty. So go away with your penitentiary. Couldn't it be a university that teaches roots and reality? Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. We're gonna do the things right in a Jah side. Let us all unite now. Johnny Gideon fight. We're a real Kushite. We're a real Israelite. You can't fool me, cause you never fool me. Say you can't fool me, so you can't rule me. Mr. Babylon man, never mash down your plan. Come and know say you're wrong. Help me sing for me song. Religion is like opium, so me choose wisdom. I pray to Jah and the wisdom come, now I'm having fun. And now that the wisdom finally come, I ain't gonna care for me brothers down with the segregation, intimidation, segregation.
one of the most difficultest thing to do is to identify your enemy from your friends. What to intake or what to throw away. Some people, a strainer is much more intelligent than them, and they make the strainer. And they make the strainer, you know. But the strainer is much more intelligent than them. Yeah. Yeah. The strainer, like the iPhone were made by a man. And the man that made the iPhone got let down by the same phone he makes. So the phone is much more intelligent than him, and he make it when it shouldn't have been. It should be him much more intelligent than the phone. So that is what you call a real suicidal action. Yes, that's suicide. Because the man will make things to destroy themselves simply because they don't think properly the repercussion of what they're making. And the old time saying, if you spit in the sky, it will fall in your eyes. Exactly what those sayings mean.
The more wise people in the world is the safer the world is to live. The more fools and the more danger it possesses. Tai Chi, tell about it. Religion is like opium, so me use wisdom.
Johnny Bob, bless up yourself this morning.
And the wisdom come, now I'm having fun. And now that the wisdom finally come,
Malachi Sidoni, bless up yourself. We are rocking it to you this morning.
Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. Let we do the things right in a Jaja side. Let us all unite now. Fight the Gideon fight. Let us do it right in a Jaja side. All over the world in a group they met. They want to capture Indian neck. With job by my side I will not fret till I see nothing yet. Like the side of me see them I set them where they want to see I and I man dead. So them great see them burdens found in the head in a Babylon it dread. Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. We're gonna do the things right in a Jaja side. Let us all unite now. We're real Kushite. Now I pray to Jah and the wisdom come now. Jah and the wisdom come now. I pray to Jah. Hey, remember this Sunday.
I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you not knowing or understanding what is happening around you.
The more wise people in the world.
That we are in a trap. We have been caught in the web. And all these products coming out of the matrix world, the new world order, it is the spiders' ideas they're using. The idea of the spiders' world, man put together and put it on and call it computers. That's why you end up with the website, the World Wide Web. It's the spider that first built the web to catch flies. What was the purpose of the spider's web? To catch flies. Yes. To pen up, to trap their prey. Who they want to trap in it. That is the whole concept of the World Wide Web. Online. The spider will make the line with their web. Online. I can see you coming towards my den. Right? Online. The website. There are many, many more that can prove that it is the spider's idea. No longer a human, but man has to involve to make it. In the Matrix world, study the spider and the ants. Now, the ants is much more an intelligent form of insect over the spider. The ants will secure, and the ants would be demonstrating unity. The spider demonstrate greed. And if you look around the world today, you see the amount of web setting up. China setting a web, catch, to remove, to take away the power from the US. This one setting a web out there. All over the world in a group they met. They tried to catch me in their net. Right? But with Jah by my side, I will not fret. Because He, the Almighty, that energy, that intelligence, will always there to direct you from the web. So when you're in tune to nature, nature will show you that that's a trap you are going into. So avoid that. That is when you're in tune with nature. If you don't, you walk into your death trap. You will walk into the trap that's set for you, because your intelligence is your guidance. And if you have none, then sooner or later you will pronounce some way, somehow. You will pronounce, whether by the food you eat, whether by your enemy's gun, or even sometimes your friend's gun, whether by the system. I'm talking to somebody this morning. I'm talking to some people who are not seeing that they are walking with a weapon on them. A weapon of self-destruction. And look how easily my friend used the weapon of the technology to expose himself this morning. How easily he would have used the technology to expose himself. Oh, Father B. Father God, how man has used the tool they give unto them to expose themselves unto others.
The safer the world is to live, the more fools and the more danger it possesses. Tai Chi, tell about it. Religion is like opium, so me use wisdom. I pray to Jah and the wisdom come, now I'm having fun. Now that the wisdom finally come, I ain't gonna care for me brothers down using guns and bombs. Using guns and bombs. Let us all unite. Stop the fuss and fight. Let we do the things right.
Good morning, Patrick, and good morning, Johnny. How are you or you both are doing this morning? And my other viewers and listeners around the world.
Up and thankful.
Blessed. You'd have following the discussion. Januba?
I'm up and thankful.
Oh, Patrick?
Yeah, man.
I need to hear some. Blessed, 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 blessed. We don't give thanks, man, for another uprising. We can actually feel our pulse in action. So we got to say it is good. All right? And for some people, they said it's a Good Friday. And with all the threats around the world, what about that person this morning who woke up and doesn't have a grain of salt or sugar? Can that person say today is a Good Friday? No one's there? Patrick? Johnny?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm saying the one who has nothing to eat this morning, the 7th day of April, can that person say today is a Good Friday?
Yeah, man, you can't say that Good Friday because you have health and strength still. You can't say you have health and strength, so you have to keep thanks to be alive. You might not have nothing to eat, but you have health and strength.
Which is the greatest of them all.
That's right.
Yeah. So then it leads me to the next question. So why this particular Friday is singled out as a Good Friday, that like on the other Fridays they are not good?
Yeah, the Fridays are not so good. Okay.
That's definitely food for thought there. I just say the Rastafari then when they bound that's not a good Friday for the Rastafari. It's not a bad Friday for them.
What
Because
then?
Bustamanti What about the man did to them? They answer that could not be a Good Friday, so they can't celebrate Good Friday. It's a bad Friday for them.
So I asked the question earlier. 1963,
Yeah,
with that atrocity, when that atrocity took place,
yes, I.
was it a definite plan of assault on a special group of people that were threatened by Babylon?
Yes, I.
It was it planned that on this Friday, on that Friday 1963, they are going to intimidate that particular group of people, and that will stain forever, that we don't want none of them people there who are come speak otherwise than what we teach them. They said what we know is what they tell us. And a lot of the things that they tell us that weren't right, we are proving in this time that the Rastafarians were right on them. Is it
Right,
those secret? Is it those secret they did not want to expose why they launch an attack, and that group of people?
It's a
And I put down
possibility.
that those religious
It's a
prostitution.
possibility. Like the wipe out Rasta, Rasta still alive and well, right there now. So it's a possibility with a plan. Because but the
No,
man say wipe out all Rastafari.
but
Anything
look
to
at it
Rasta,
this way.
Rasta will
Look
go
at
down.
it this way. Look at it this way. When you are chosen, you are proven. Are you are proven that Rasta is chosen? Right? So the more you try to kill them, is the more they emerges, and
Right.
is the
Yes, sir.
stronger they becomes. They
Right.
becomes now the dominant force. But people fail to recognize that because of the intimidation, the backlash that they will get. A lot of people, lot of these preachers that you see on the pulpit there knew the truth. A lot of these pharmaceutical places knew the truth. So they were caught in a web.
That's true.
A
Because right
web.
now, look at ganja. Look at ganja. Look at the way the ganja. You say, look at the way the ganja. You know,
Talk to me now, man.
ganja is not for no smoke.
Talk to me
Ganja
now,
can
man.
do a lot of other. You
Talk
understand
to the
me?
world, man.
Because they make us look like ganja is for smoking. But ganja could make clothes, make soap, shampoo, and do all kind of things with the herb. Because they say the herb was found on Solomon's grave. You understand me? So you understand me? So they're scared of that. And when they're scared of that, right now, everything come into light. Because look at it now. They try to take over the country, and those the Rasta man who fought for it. You understand me? Not getting any blind. So the big pharmaceutical company, all them, there's only one, trying to profit from that. Look at what happened
Let
in
me,
the other day. They try to
well on
import
Patrick,
ganja from
let me
Canada.
welcome,
Yeah, try to import ganja from Canada. Eh?
let me welcome Tribrid to the
Tribrid.
discussion.
Tribrid.
Tribrid.
Yes.
Tri,
Oh, blessed morning.
Tribird.
Blessed Savior. Give thanks and praise for life, Yeah. As we see one more Friday upon the calendar, what them say on Friday, But really and truly, a day can't. Hey, stop the noise now, look. Sure. Food. A day truly can't wear a name tag. Just like a dog, you can put a tag on a dog. But you can't put a tax on a day. Because if you leave out of the city and go live in the hills and you now use a calendar, you lose track of each day and date. So it's not really relevant. Just the activity where you carry out. So that's why they could have moved Easter and move Good Friday. And move all of them date there. Even them Christmas because of the relevant date them. Just a systematical thing. But anyway, according to the tradition, you know, according to the tradition, them say Christ would have resurrect this day, you know. So I guess that's why they want to call it a Good Friday, because a salvation for them, you know.
Oh.
But the tribulation of Rastafari now. Tribulation
Go ahead,
Rastafari. The tribulation Rastafari within Jamaica. That now. If we go and memorize that now, we are going to say it's a bad Friday. When you look back on the Carroll Garden massacre and more, we are say it's a bad Friday.
Because